Salute mon amis and welcome back to J'adore Sid. Today we are having another talk featuring us three who've been featured in Vlogtober. So we're just going to kind of recap on the topics that the three of us talked about, as well as a couple new topics that we want to talk about. So we're going to jump right into it. We don't need an introduction. Y'all should know us by now if y'all been watching, as y'all should be, and not fast forwarding. But anyway,
allow me to reintroduce myself.
Thank you.
My presence is a present.
Yes. The first thing I guess we're gonna talk about is it's a lot going on.
Salute mon amis and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, hit the subscribe button and join the family. As you guys can see by today's title, we'll be doing a talk video featuring everyone that was already featured. Hello, everyone. So we're gonna go ahead and give them the floor. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So the first thing we want to talk about, and we have some hot topics, y'all. Tap in because some hot topics. The first thing we want to talk about, my cousin and I were on the phone with our aunt earlier today, and we were talking about kind of relationships. And my cousin was expressing his desire for peace. He said he's reached, what did you say? You've reached
level of unbothered
and peace in his life. And so mom was like, well, you don't want a relationship. And we like, wait, what? And she said something to the effect that you won't have peace in a relationship.
No, she said it's not possible.
It's not possible to have peace.
Sacrifice.
Thank you.
Wow.
And we could not
fathom.
Like what?
Yeah, that's why.
If I have to sacrifice my peace, then I don't need to be in this relationship. So, what do you think about that, brother?
That sounds crazy.
It definitely sounds crazy because I'm saying, like, what do you mean? She's saying that you're gonna, you have to work together, you have to get along,
There's gonna be drama.
Compromise, but I'm like, if it's doing that, then why do I need that? Because I can have none of that solo. So why am I going to go hop into a relationship where I got all this extra drama? I'm not doing it. She's not doing that.
And I told her that you can find relationships where there is peace, and she said that's not possible. So
Not possible.
I told her I'm going to prove her wrong.
Right. Or I'm like, well, I just stay solo.
Yeah, that too.
Like, I'm not doing that. Why? And then my cousin and I were talking. We were saying, why do people say relationships are so much work? Marriage is so much work.
They don't make it sound like something I want.
Like it is, because you join in two beings and two bodies and people with their own selves. But why gotta be so much work? Because a lot of times you put in all that work and is it even worth it?
Is it worth it?
So what do people mean, fellas, when they say it's so much work? What does that mean?
I think it's a lot of work because they don't have peace. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably a lot of arguing, disagreements. You're with the same person every day. You probably get annoyed by them.
Mm-hmm.
Little things bother you. You know, somebody told me something recently that made a lot of sense. They said, you're like falling out of love with the person when those things, the little things bother you about them that shouldn't. Maybe if they chew a certain way, but when you love them, like, you don't even think about it. It's not a big deal to you.
Oh.
But when those little things start getting on your nerves, they're like, yeah, that's when you start to fall out of love.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that might be part of the whole marriage is work.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, I get it that it's work, but I'm saying, like, how much work we putting in here? Like, how much sacrifice and how much compromising am I doing?
I think they're also saying it's work because, like you said, the compromise. So you have to both agree on a lot of things. And if they're unhappy, you got to find out why they're unhappy. You got to work to make them happy again.
And see, I ain't with that. See, that's the thing. Why I got to work to make you happy? You need to be happy within. That's not my job to get you to your happy place. So if you ain't found a happy place, then maybe relationship ain't for you. Because you can't come to me looking to find, for me to find your happy place. You need to come and already know your happy place. That's why we've been harping on self-love. When you get to know yourself and you're happy within yourself and you're at peace, then you ain't gonna bring me all that drama that I gotta try to work through and break down in a relationship.
Well, what if they're having like a bad day? I mean, that doesn't mean
That's
you're happy
different.
all the time.
That's
you still have
different.
to work to make them
A
happy.
bad day don't mean that you're an unhappy person.
No, but I'm saying you still have to work to make them happy. Like, you still have to give words of encouragement.
Oh, that's different.
Or if they're mad at you.
But I'm not gonna say work to make me happy. I'm just gonna say be my companion. And be my companion is, communicate with me, talk to me, listen to me, and do you care about that I had a bad day? Let's talk about my bad day. Talk about your bad day.
But a lot of times these in the marriages, they won't talk about the issues with each other, and they'll the silent treatment. They won't talk for days. I've heard some of these people say, like, when do you guys make up? And they're like, oh, we just kind of start talking to each other again. But they never discuss the issue.
And that's incorrect. If I cannot communicate with you, then why am I with you? I need to be able to communicate how I feel and what I'm feeling with my partner. Because what's your purpose? I guess it goes back to finding out what each other's needs are in a relationship.
Got you, bro.
If you actually talk to somebody before you decide to be in a relationship, what are your needs? Can I meet those needs?
Quick shout out.
Shout out to the sponsor.
Unofficial sponsor.
So that's our take on you not gonna have peace in a relationship. We say
it's possible though.
It's possible, and I gotta have it, or there's no relationship. I'm not finna.
But why do you think our elders are telling us that we need to just settle without peace? Like we just need to have a relationship like that.
I think because back in the day, that's what they put up with a lot, and that's why they like you just gonna have to deal with it and keep going. So back in the day, like I know a lot of people be like they want old school love and all that, but they don't realize a lot of the old school women did put up with the men having outside families and all that, but they dealt with it because they like, as long as he take care of home, it's cool. So in their mind, they like, you take the good with the bad. Even if it's a lot of bad.
Are they happy like that?
I guess they found some kind of.
They settle.
Yeah, probably.
And I agree with some of the tradition, but not all. Like you were saying, a lot of that is that's just what they were taught. That's what they were used to. And my thing, I have adapted that I do what's best for me. And if it doesn't agree with the tradition that I've been taught, then so be it. But I do what's best for me. But I think, ladies, don't y'all jump on me, because I'm a woman first. I always know that. But I think the roles have somehow been confused of the woman knowing her role, the man knowing his role, and people playing the role. So I think when I was married, I'm a submissive woman. And I think a lot of women, when they hear submissive, they automatically tighten up, like, submit to who? I'm independent. I make my own money. I do this and I do that. And that's fine. But you're the woman. So you are designed to be submissive. He is designed to be the head and lead, but you submit to his leadership. If you can't submit to his leadership, then why y'all together?
I don't know if I agree with all that.
I agree with it. The man is supposed to run his family. The man is the head. He's the lead. I'm going to let you lead.
If you're the breadwinner?
It don't matter who the breadwinner.
If she's the breadwinner, you tell her
it doesn't
what to
matter.
do?
It doesn't matter. She's the woman. She does not lead. Biblically, the man is the head and he leads. The problem is a lot of women, once we found our independence and our women's rights, we want to go and step in outside of our role. That causes a lot of conflict. Let the man be the man and let him lead. His no is no for the family.
Oh wow.
There is compromise. We can talk about it, but not in front of the kids, because when you have a disagreement in front of the children, they finna take a side. Most of the time, it's not gonna be Papa. They rolling with Mama.
Right.
And so that goes into a topic that can lead me right into the next topic. But what I'm saying is, we have to understand the role of each person in a relationship, and it needs to be established and defined, so then you can operate better. You won't have all this pull, tug and pull, tug and pull. I don't need, I won't, you ain't, I'm not. No. That's where all your confusion come in.
We finally agree.
So you're on the old school way right there, because that's old
my
school.
grandmother taught me that.
Where the man speaks
and
for the family.
I stand beside it.
And that man's still out there cheating on his wife.
If you don't like it, you can leave.
I don't know.
You don't have to stay. You can go. Where's my quote I just saw with my buddy Tia, who going through this? I showed this to my daughter. I say, this is good that she said that. She said, letting go can be painful, but it won't hurt as much as holding on to an illusion. Maori.
Sister. But I don't understand why he gotta make all the decisions for the family. Why he gotta speak for the family?
He is the man. Woman, you are his helpmate. Low-key women, we running it, but you gotta make him think he running it.
But there's certain things the woman's gonna know that he's not gonna know. Like, she might understand the budget better,
and that's
expenses,
fine.
And he need to speak for the family.
That's where you come in at. That you come in and help him. But you can't dominate. What I'm saying is, a lot of women want to dominate the relationship. They want to take the lead. You following me. I said, no, that's not how it's designed. If that's how it's supposed to be, the Bible wouldn't speak against that.
I don't think women want
the man
dominate.
is the lead. The Bible says the man, or the husband, not just your man. Let me clear that up. The husband is like your Lord.
Yeah, because you speaking right now for the dudes who ride in the passenger seat of the woman's car.
No, I'm just saying.
They're making decisions too.
But I'm saying, that's when a man is leading you correctly. I ain't saying be foolish. Don't be foolish. But if a man is leading you correctly and he is the man, let that man be the man.
That's the problem though. A lot of these guys are not leading correctly.
Right? But I mean, that's...
And we're teaching women to submit to them.
Because they letting the woman step outside of her role, and they not identifying. That's why I say you got to communicate. Before you get into that committed relationship, you have to communicate. You have to. You have to define things that matter to you. That's why I say you got to learn. You got to ask these hard questions. What is important to you? What's your need?
Questions.
Right. What is your need? If you can't meet that man's need as much as you might want him, or her, if you can't meet her need as much as you might want her, you got to let that go. Because somebody ain't going to be happy. Somebody going to step out.
I tell plenty of women now, like, hey, I'm not right for you. I can already tell.
Yeah.
Told you I went on that date with the woman who was like very into church. I was like, nah. Respectfully.
So,
I'm not living by all that.
That leads into the next topic that we had, that we were talking about the other day, that my brother brought up. Who is more disrespected? The black woman or the black man? I'm gonna let y'all go because I've been doing a lot of talking.
I mean, I've said it. It's the black woman. The black woman's always been the most disrespected person on the face of the earth. So,
agreed.
You know where I stand on that.
Brother?
My opinion is, this day and time, I think the black man is the least respected out of the two.
And why do you say that? Who's disrespecting the man?
Everybody.
Everybody disrespects the black woman.
I'm saying the black women, the society as a whole, they just...
Now, hold on. Because men disrespect these women really bad. Like, the words we call them...
Yeah, but the stuff they call us also. It is men who disrespect, black women. And I can see why y'all say that. Like, say, back in the day, things like that. But I think more now, what I see is the black man get disrespected more.
I disagree.
I totally disagree. Because the black woman is getting disrespected in music, in relationships,
The men are too.
in public, on jobs.
FREE. Right.
Well, if you,
So we get
well, if
disrespected.
you're not a fan, then when you ain't getting
I
disrespected.
think-
If it's not
Here we
applicable,
go.
we ain't talking about you.
Yeah, I think that.
So okay, well we can say that for men too.
Nah, but men talk about women in general.
Yes. The
Oh
music
my
that
God.
you all love, that we all listen to and love, is not positive for for women. But women, we still listen to it. We just as much as at fault.
It's not positive in general.
True.
None of the music right now is positive in general. You really want to go there.
But it's all making the man look like you the man.
No,
you
it-
run,
no, it don't.
You
No,
run
it
her.
don't.
You run
What are you
this,
talking about?
I
A lot
got
of the
this.
females dissing
Nah, the
dudes
women
like
are
that.
talking like that right
You
now.
just heard at the
Yeah.
Ricky Smiley show last night, get the bread, get the right.
City
and
girls
leave.
leave.
got these women acting
So-
different right now. They got these women.
What do you have against city girls? You
They
keep
just
saying
using
city
men
girls.
right now. All about using
I
men.
agree
So,
with him.
I don't know if that's
Unofficial
disrespect,
sponsor.
but they using a lot of men. They using men for money. They're not really
I agree. But
seeing them
again,
as what they should be.
this kind of stepping ahead, but that's gonna go into the topic that we want to talk about.
No.
But
don't go there.
it's no, I'm not. But it starts in the home. As much
Wait.
as people don't.
No, we gotta talk about. We said the
We
black
still
woman
love
is the
disrespect.
most disrespected, but is
Oh.
the black man the most unappreciated?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Now that's it. That's it. I think the black woman is more disrespected, but the black man is more what's that?
Unappreciated.
Unappreciated
Yeah, and I mean,
and misunderstood.
Father's Day. That's all you gotta look at.
So you don't think with all that tied in that leads to
No.
No, those are two
No.
different things.
Two different
Yeah,
things.
but I'm saying with all of it tied in,
No.
you don't think y'all still think the
Yeah.
black woman is the
Black
one.
woman's more
in
disrespected.
this day and time. You
Yes.
still think? so?
Yeah.
Black man's unappreciated.
Don't know.
Yeah, I disagree.
How many of these women getting cheated on? No matter who you are,
Man,
your
everybody
status,
getting cheated
the
on,
way you
man
look.
or woman.
the men are cheating faster. A lot of these women,
Here you go.
they,
No,
the
that's your
women,
opinion.
the women playing get back.
That's your opinion. It's
But
studies,
women
it's studies
are
that
really
say
good at
women
hiding it,
cheat
like-
more than
Yeah,
men.
we just don't really know.
Exactly.
Well,
your
y'all ain't met
opinion.
the right
They always
women.
say the man, y'all are dumb. Y'all never know what
Right.
we're doing.
Studies
Yeah, that's
show
true.
that they said that women cheat more than men.
I believe.
Y'all ain't got the right women.
Man,
The
we talking about in
females
general.
that I deal with or that I call friend, they are loyal. So again,
You don't know what nobody doing when you
Exactly.
out.
They tell you one thing.
I
you
stopped
don't know
believing
what
all. Like I know what my
Exactly.
friends are really doing.
They ain't
Because
gonna-
you don't know.
You're not there 24/7.
I'm
Right.
not, but they'll keep it real with me.
No, they won't.
That's what
Some
you
people.
think.
Well, first of all, I ain't got a lot of friends, so let's be clear. I got like 3, 4. So those 3, 4 are
And
committed.
not a 3 and 4.
Because what's the benefit of them telling you that? Like, why would they? It don't
Girl
benefit
talk
them.
because they can, girl talk.
Some people.
They
keep-
can confide in me because they know it ain't going nowhere. So
Nah, you could slip up and get that, let that out.
They might not want to be judged. Look like
I'm
that.
not judgmental because you do you.
Yeah,
If
that's
that's for
easy to
you.
say, but they might have slipped up or whatever. And they, well, I ain't got to tell her this one time or whatever.
Mm.
But like I say, both men and women get cheated on.
I think men are more unappreciated just because of like when you think about Father's Day and how we can't even have that holiday to ourselves.
Oh yeah, that's one of the most disrespected holidays.
The stuff they say on Father's Day, like Happy Mother's Day to me because I'm the mother
Right.
of the father. Like you got a man who has sole custody of the kids, and they will never claim Mother's Day as
Right.
theirs. Like we just know not to try women like that. That's their day. We're not gonna disrespect them like that.
Exactly. You don't see on Mother's Day men bashing women like
Nope.
crazy, saying they no good.
Never seen a woman
deadbeat.
bashed on Mother's Day.
Right, and if you do, you might see maybe 1 or 2. And I haven't seen it personally, but I'm just saying if you did,
Because even if you're a bad mother, quote unquote,
right, even the
you
worst
still don't
mother,
get the
they
grace.
Still consider,
but
right.
a man, like all I gotta do is open up my Facebook and they get bashed every day. Some of them, you know, I know it's a lot of like child support stuff and issues that I don't really know the details on, but you never really hear that. Well, I mean, they bash the women too, those same people, but in general, you don't see women really getting bashed like that. I think,
They get bashed enough in the home.
But I will say this though.
Partner.
The way I say I think women aren't appreciated is after they have like a child for the man and he kind of just leaves them high and dry. I feel like that's a form of.
Let's not talk about single mothers.
I would call that
single
unappreciation more than disrespect.
Yeah.
The women play a role in that too.
The men play a role in that disrespect.
Yeah,
you shouldn't allow yourself to be disrespectful.
No, I'm saying you talking about.
I think they're not
they leave them
appreciating
high and
like
dry.
the stuff the women went through, like they give you a child when you walk away. Like, oh, you don't look the same no more. I don't like how you look. Like, to me, you're not appreciating them for who they are.
Yeah,
it's more of a physical thing.
Yeah.
So I'll say they're not appreciating that aspect, but I think overall men are still unappreciated. Like,
and I agree.
I think women don't really know what we want, like, to be happy. We're very simple people, and they make it more complicated than it needs to be. I've said this on past episodes. So yeah, if they just kept it simple, we would probably appreciate that.
Simple.
If who kept it simple?
Women.
And what do you mean by that?
Just don't nag. I told you this on the Sydney episode. No nagging. Not too much drama. Like I said, the women were out the fight today. The comp man. Like we just be trying to chill. Like they're dragging us into all these dangerous situations, and it's like I told you, the basketball player in Orlando who got shot because his woman wanted him to go help with a domestic dispute at her friend's friend's house, and the boyfriend shot the man. It's like a lot of times when these men
was a mistake.
But a lot of times when men get
hurt,
killed, is because the women are putting them in dangerous situations. You see women who are like, "Oh, I got him, man. He's so tough. Like he'll fight for me." They'll make him mad. Oh, this dude's looking at me and stuff to try to get the.
Well, that's where the man has to be. You can't blame the woman for the man not being the man. At the end of the day,
in his eyes, he being the man because ain't my woman.
That wasn't his woman. That was his woman's friend.
No, but I'm talking about multiple things.
If he didn't have
I'm
that
not getting
situation,
involved in that because that's them, and she'll probably be back with him next week. I'm not getting involved with that. I wouldn't. Me personally, if it was my man, we're not going over there to get involved in that. We're not going. I'm not going over there because guess what? I know she gonna go back. What she need to do is call the law.
Because if you don't,
you ain't finna get my man in trouble. Because look what happened. You ain't finna get my man hurt or killed or get us involved in something we don't need to be in.
What about?
So we not coming. Me and mine ain't coming.
Well,
don't call us.
Women out in public. Oh, this guy's looking at me. Go say something to him. Go do something. Like there's so many instances.
First of all, man ain't. You shouldn't have to prove your loyalty. You shouldn't have to prove that I'm the man. I'll do this for you. Again,
we're not trying to. We're like putting
check
situations.
the woman you with. Simple as that.
There's a lot of toxic women.
Well, that's what. Like I said, you keep saying that. That can go either way. With check the man you with.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. People jump into these relationships.
So let's say
and
check
it ain't it.
the partner.
Check the partner.
You will.
Check the partner. Before you jump into that committed relationship, when you see all these red flags that we talking about, because you gonna see them, then you know I'm not going to commit.
And you gotta see them in different situations. You gotta see your partner like when they're happy. You gotta see them when they're mad. You gotta see them when they're jealous. Like you need to see how they react in these different situations before you get in a relationship with them.
Not doing it. So, ladies, the guys
what
are saying,
mindset they have.
Keep it simple, ladies.
See if they want to like run your pockets and make you spend a lot of money all the time. Like, you really got to know all these different things. Like, are they gonna want the expensive date every week, or
if they think go get ice cream and a walk in the park is lame?
Yeah. If they can't do coffee and a conversation.
Right. They feel like they gotta be wine and dine. Right.
Y'all attacking women. What about the men? What's the red flags we need to watch out with y'all?
I told y'all these men renting cars just to go on dates with y'all. There's a lot of this. They doing this stuff to try to
You
get.
tell us.
Like I have so many friends who have put out like that they like. They make it seem like they want guys with money, so then guys will act like they got all this money to get them, and then by the time they get them and get pregnant or whatever, they realize the guy ain't what they thought.
There's a lot of dudes who will put on.
And dudes will do that. Like they'll
So you watch out for the cappers and the flexers. I would say watch out for aggressive behavior. That's very much a red flag. And being possessive. A lot of times we think it's cute women that, oh, he don't want me to go nowhere, he don't want me to do nothing.
Yeah, y'all
That can lead to something
women
else.
amp that too.
You don't want somebody
y'all
that
like the toxic vibe.
Yeah, but see that stay away from that toxicity. Back away from that.
Men too though. If you see a toxic woman
yeah.
like that, like that's wanting you to be all reactionary, because a lot of times they'll do stuff to get a reaction. Like, oh, this dude was trying to talk to me, like they go out with their friends and come back, oh, and they'll say that to get their man jealous, like, oh, and then they want him to tell them, oh, you can't go nowhere
again.
this time.
So don't commit.
So you gotta watch for that too. Like,
don't commit. Watch it before you commit. Just chill and be like, okay, we cool. But before you commit, you gotta watch those red flags. Like you say, you gotta try them in different situations and see how.
Don't intentionally do it, but just
no, but
pay
you just
attention.
got. It's gonna see. You can't hide it.
If you at a restaurant
can't hide it.
and it may be taking you a while to get seated, see how they react. See if they're really getting mad, throwing a fit. Like,
see
what kind of patience they have.
I don't like somebody who always gotta be confrontational with the waiter.
That's a red flag right there. They always gotta be.
Don't have nobody spitting and doing something to my food because you don't know how to control yourself.
And likewise, ladies, if somebody always trying to make a scene with you, no, that ain't it. That ain't cute. No, I'm not with that. I'm so low key. We're not finna do all that. But we went to the parade today. Me and my cousin went together. My brother went separately. So I was like, oh, the parade is full of dance groups. That's all we got. Dance group. Dance. You know, it wasn't even a lot of bands. So we take issue with all of these little girls dancing suggestively. So speak on that, cousin.
Basically the question I brought up to, can I say your name?
I mean, you can't.
What's your name?
No.
This is anonymous.
Yes.
Man, y'all be acting so cool. Well, I'll put my whole name on it.
People might not want to be put.
But basically the question I brought up to you, beautiful black woman, is, are we over sexualizing like the young girls because all the dancing and stuff they were doing? It's just made me feel funny watching it, because it's like, this is stuff I'm used to seeing adults do. So when I'm seeing them do it, it just makes me think about, man, they're exposed to this at such a young age. Like, how are they gonna grow up? How are they gonna act when they get older? Are they gonna be a little bit more promiscuous at an early age because that's the stuff they've seen? That's how their parents have like raised them. Like, and you know, we had parents walking with the kids, telling them, you know, encouraging them to do all these dances and stuff. And I don't know, it just made me feel a little uncomfortable. And I don't even have kids, but just thinking about our future.
I think it's a little too much. Some of these dance groups, especially, but because
they do the same stuff as the colleges.
My daughter wanted to get into some dance groups, and I'm like, nah. I'd seen the way, you know, some of them dance and all that. I'm like, nah, that's a little too much.
Too much popping.
Like you say, especially this young. And I don't really care for it. Like you say, then the skimpy clothing and stuff too. And like you said, you just never know. You have weirdos
everywhere
in the crowd and all that who prey on stuff like that. And you kind of feeding into it. I know people think, oh, it's just innocent little kids dancing, but even down to how they dress them these days.
So much
like,
makeup.
It's not right. It ain't just innocent kids stuff no more. Now everybody got 24-inch ponytail high and like you
Dress
said,
up
crazy
like adults,
makeup.
Yeah.
dancing like adults. Like you kind of treating them like they're adults.
Right,
Yeah.
and like you can have dance competition with just basic dance. It ain't got to be all that twerk,
Okay.
this, and
Yeah.
all
There's
that
different.
type of
There's
stuff.
so many different types of dances. I feel like you could do that are appropriate.
Right,
Yeah.
and I know we live in the South, which booty shaking music pretty much is our thing and everything. I know that, but like you say, for the kids, I think it should be like a little cut off.
I just don't
Definitely.
know what comes from seeing a kid like dance like that. I just
Yeah.
like when I'm seeing the grown
Yeah.
women dance like that. Like that's what we want to see. We're men.
Right.
But who wants to see that with
A
the
5-year-old,
Yeah.
4 and 5, with all this makeup. I mean, they had eyeshadow, they had blush, they had, like you said, the hair down to their little backs. And Lord, she can't carry all that hair, y'all. With just her little hair, and it's just little girls, and they just pelvic thrusting. So
And
their movements, those suggestive movements, to me, is making them like, what's the end goal when they doing this? Then they gonna go home and sit down and be studious and ABC? No, they gonna be at home, pop, locking, dropping. So as they get older and they start getting more attention from these fellas, that's all I know. Pelvic thrust, pop, pop, get it, girl.
And it's the music too. Like they're listening
Yes.
to this music in the car with their parents, so
Yeah.
they already know what this stuff is about. So
Yeah.
to them, it's probably not even a big deal to dance like that because they hear all this
No.
stuff on the radio
No.
or all the curse words and all that when they're in the car.
Yeah, like I said, not all of the dancers be ridiculous, but I have seen some that's like,
I would say about
Everyone we saw
90% today was.
minus
Nah, there
one.
was one little gospel one. There was a couple gospel ones.
It was one little group.
There was a couple worship
And maybe
ones.
it's because they didn't break it down in front of us, but at least they were they had their bottoms covered with a little
I know
skirt
what
or
you're talking
something.
about, yeah.
So I don't.
on that subject too, I was having a conversation with somebody about how the younger kids and stuff dressing just in general these days. With a lot of the clothing they putting out, like I was talking to somebody and they was like,
Yeah.
they couldn't find good, decent clothing for their daughter because everything
true.
crop top, stomach
Yes.
out,
Yeah.
and even for like the young girls, and it's
It's
like,
hard.
I don't
yeah,
understand that.
I don't know
one
what they
because-
pushing really now.
But y'all will say that.
You know what they pushing.
Everybody says that. All my friends who I think are really going to be strict on their kids, their daughters are still wearing the shorts and stuff. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
See,
know
I
what.
don't
Do y'all
care.
just give in and be like, all right, go ahead?
I don't
They
care
do.
for it.
'Cause
Yes.
most of the people I know who don't want their kids wearing it, their kids still wear that stuff.
Yes.
As soon
I
as
don't
they hit
care
like
for-
middle school.
For the nothing like say revealing. Like,
But how do they end up with those clothes if the parents don't like
They
it?
purchase them.
well, like
Parents
you said,
gotta buy it.
it come between an argument with the mother and father.
Right. It's okay.
Right.
She can wear it, that's
Right.
the trend and that's the. But if you have a standard, you need to stick to it. Like,
Yeah.
come here, my little niece. Come
Wait,
here, my little
oh,
niece.
I was gonna say something else.
Like my little niece knows. Like when she was, come here. Oh, shut down.
Right.
Like when she was going shopping, she's 6th grade. She went shopping, and her mom came. Was like, we got to run this by daddy. How this look? How that look? Is daddy gonna think it's appropriate? If daddy don't think it's appropriate, then we can't wear it, right? Right, we can't do that. So she's a part of a cheer group, but I haven't seen her pop locking, and she better not. But
Right. She
but
should be out of
right, she can't do it. She don't need lashes because she got beautiful lashes of her own. Y'all
But-
might can't see them, but see her beautiful lashes. So we don't need all that extra. What we promoting is her business. Tell them about your business.
Okay, so my business is called UR Cosmetics, and it's a business about lip gloss and inspirational sayings. So, yeah, y'all go ahead and get that.
And the other one,
Right.
you have 2.
And TJ's Lemonade. We usually go out to like events, and we have blue raspberry, strawberry, mango, all of those. So,
Still never had
and
a
people
cup.
love ours.
It's
I thought we
great.
got you.
So
Never
that's
had
what
a
I'm
cup.
saying.
The
That's
first
what.
time y'all was still testing.
That's what we are promoting. We're not promoting
We definitely on the generational wealth.
right. We're not promoting all that promiscuity and other things of that, and trying to be suggestive in your dress and your
Focus on the
behavior.
book.
We right up here, and 2 businesses at age what?
11.
That's what we own. So had I seen, thank you, niece. Had I seen a lot more of that today, I'd have been proud. I'd have been like, we get it. Like one person, the lady you like, was handing out books. Instead of throwing all this candy, read a book.
I had a problem with the candy thing too, because it's like,
Yeah.
it was just, they were giving out all this candy. You know, these kids gonna need dental work and stuff and cavities, and like, we just promoting the wrong stuff.
We are. We
I know
are.
it's Halloween weekend, but like, nah,
Right.
that's like what they were promoting there. But
Yeah.
The book is a good idea.
It was
somebody
good.
told me on Facebook, or they were arguing on Facebook a couple days ago. Apparently, like a lot of kids are wearing pajamas to school now.
They do.
And they were saying, is that appropriate or not?
No.
I didn't really have a problem with that, because they were like, at least these kids are going to school and they're
No.
learning. Like, you know, they're not really.
Your mind, when you look good, you do what, I forgot how the saying goes. When you look good, you do good. So you want to dress. When you dress the part, if you go somewhere looking bummy, you have a bummy attitude.
But require
But
a uniform then if you want to
Dress
a certain way.
for success. I ain't saying be suited and booted. But a lot of those kids who come to school in pajamas have come to school. They come when they want to. I don't even know why they can't even wear Crocs to school. I say
You don't
no.
like Crocs?
Not to school. I say no slides to
Oh,
school.
you tripping.
You going to
A
school.
lot of the athletes wear slides, but I know Deion Sanders said
Have
he
you ever
told-
been to a college
He
campus?
told his players,
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
college
couldn't wear
kids wear all
slides.
that stuff. You tell them not to wear.
He told his players
They
not
grown.
to. Though.
But
They're grown.
They're paying to
They
go to
are
school.
grown.
Yeah, he said no slides, no ball and shorts.
Look, when I was
None
in
of
college,
that.
I dressed worse than high school.
It's giving you the wrong mindset. You have to look the part. When you look better, when you feel better, when you feel better, you do better. That's it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, I think they pushing these kids to grow up too fast.
Yeah.
Are we pushing it?
From-
Or is
I'm
it
saying
society? They're seeing
Society,
everything.
that's what I'm saying. Society is pushing it, and even go back to the dance groups. Look at the dance group, the reality dance groups that they see in. So everybody trying to make it to that level.
To that
and
level.
compare themselves with them now.
Yeah. The wrong way. You can
Right.
get there another way.
Yeah, I'm like I said, everything ain't got to be like you say, showing all this, And even with the drama, I didn't see it's been drama with dance groups. These little
Yeah.
kids, like,
Yeah.
Remember the kid today?
Oh my gosh. It was like at the beginning of the parade, the girl, leave me alone. I ain't
When
like,
the girls told the other girl, leave me alone.
yeah, she was like, come over, come in line. I'm like, oh, boo, you snapping
see,
already.
and right, and that they get that from all this reality
TV.
and drama.
And
'cause-
parents, we to blame for that because
Not
they
checking them.
they
Yeah.
hear us watching the cattiness
right,
and looking at it and talking about it. So we wrong because we perpetuating it.
yeah,
So I'm trying to fall back from reality TV, especially trashiness,
right.
because it's not sending the right
Now
message.
that's what I
And
do
I-
hate.
I have a
with
problem, too,
reality
with
shows.
Yeah.
The way like a lot of these parents talk and act in front of their kids and then get mad when their kids do the
Oh,
same
yeah.
stuff. Like,
Yeah.
You
Cussing
cursing in
them out.
front of your kids.
Yeah.
You playing the music with curse words and you singing along to it and you
Yeah.
get mad when they do it. You smoking weed in front of your kid. You get mad when they smoke weed. Like
Yeah.
all that stuff you do, they picking up
I
on.
know the kids will drive you to want to cuss them out. Nah.
I'm just saying, man, accountability.
But,
like,
but
don't get
yeah,
mad at them.
I've never been the
Yeah.
one to,
Don't do stuff that you wouldn't want them to do because a lot of that stuff
Yeah.
you do in front of them.
and they
gonna
take
do.
it to school.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a whole nother conversation we
Yeah.
can get in.
Yeah, we
That
have
was a
to do
teaser.
So
something.
yeah, because see, we can get in there. We can definitely go in on that about what we doing to our own community. We can't even blame nobody else because we doing it ourselves. It starts with us. It starts in the community. So that could be our next topic about how we can do better as a community, helping each other and growing our children in the way that they should go and helping them to focus on the right things. So that's about it that we're going to talk about. Our time is far spent. We thank you all for listening and tuning in, and we'll see y'all the next time.
What?
You do the outro.
I forgot the outro.
Thank you for listening to Jay Adores.
What is Jador
Oh, what
said?
is it?
Jador.
I forgot my outro. What is
Sarah
it?
goes.
Thank you for listening to Jador. Wee.
That's what it is.
Happy
That's
homecoming.
it for today.
Oh,
The Rattlers won.
that's it.
You're not even supposed to say that.
Yeah, we can say Rattlers.
Oh, we can say that?
Think about
Okay.
Rattlers. That's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, then like, comment, and subscribe for
Can't
more
see your
lit
face.
videos. It's fine. And we'll see you guys in our next Vlogtober post. Bye. Oh, y'all gotta do your So go ahead and do y'all.
Yeah.
Pose for the thumbnail. Jace, what you screaming for?
Oh, yay!
What did kids do?
All right.
Are y'all posing or what?
Yes,
Oh,
we've
I
already
thought
done
you were
that.
snapping.
Nah. Alright, at this point I got good enough.
All right.